Hi ladies, so thanks for tuning in, and I just wanted to do an update on my Renau Carrie, so you could see what a human hair wig looks like after it's been worn for a while. So before I do the review, I wanted you to see what she looks like after she's just been air dried, because a lot of times they say you need to style it, and honestly I'm having a harder time making my wigs look nice by using a hot tool to dry it. So I've just been air drying them and then styling them. So before I did that, I wanted you to see what Carrie looks like after she's just been air dried, and it's just the relaxed wave. It's actually really cute. I actually like it. So here's what she looks like air dried. So I'm going to show you that because I'm wearing this piece for a job interview tomorrow, and I wanted to flat iron her. So before I did that, I figured I would show you what she looks like and do an update, because I think those are important to see how a wig looks like after it's been worn for such a long time. And this was my go-to piece. I work 12-hour shifts, you know, working 3 to 5 shifts a week sometimes. So this had been my go-to piece for like 6 months, I want to say. Sometimes I rotated other pieces, and for the most part this is what I wore for about 6 months, at least 3 days a week. So yeah, so this is what she looks like when she's been air dried, and yeah, so that's what she looks like. Stay tuned for what she looks like when she's flat ironed. Hi ladies, and welcome back. So I just had the other video of what this piece looks like, relaxed and not air dried. And it's funny because like I even just watched an instruction video on Renau's human hair pieces, and they say don't air dry because it will make it more dry and frizzy. But I noticed that when I use a hair dryer, my hair feels more dry and frizzy. So honestly, I have like a cheap Walmart hair dryer, and I've learned that if you're not gonna get like the nice, good quality, expensive products, then you're ruining your hair. So that's why I've stopped using my hair dryer on my wigs until I can afford like a Dyson or something. So anyways, with that, I did air dryer. I've been air drying all my human hair wigs, and they're turning out beautiful. I have a nice relaxed wave, but I wanted to show this one after I flat ironed. Now, I never had enough hair to flat iron before. I would use a flat iron. I tried it. I bought like a nice expensive Chi brand, and I could hear it just sizzling, frying my hair, and I never had enough hair to flat iron, so it just never applied to me. But I did flat iron this. I'm still learning how. I did watch some YouTube videos, and so I just wanted to show you what she looks like flat ironed, and I wanted to give an update on this piece. So yeah, you know, I work Carrie for 12-hour shifts, sometimes 15 hours at a time, since I want to say like September, October, and she still feels phenomenal. Does she feel like she did when she was brand new? Pretty darn close. And you know, with the right products and everything, you can keep your human hair pieces feeling great. A lot of people did complain that their Carrie tangles, and I will say that mine, if I'm wearing like a sweater in the back, she will get a little tangly back there, but throughout the day I just comb it out. You know, I had, even with my regular hair, it was so fine that it would get tangly, and a lot of people, their regular hair, their real hair that's attached to their head, will get tangly. So just because there's a wig that gets tangly doesn't mean that it's a bad wig. It just, you know, even regular hair, you've got to brush throughout the day. You know, it just, regular hair takes maintenance. You can't just, some people have the perfect hair and they can just go throughout all day and not brush their hair. But other people, depending on if it's more coarse, or maybe if it's more curly, if it is more dry. My hair is very fine, so it would tangle no problem. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for wigs. So but for the most part, she was very easy to get the tangles out. And I think that just, you know, depends on how you maintain your human hair wigs. She feels, so I applied one product. It was like a 3-day flat iron spray, and I used low heat on my flat iron. And then I watched like someone's YouTube video about flat ironing, and I got this serum that they recommended, and then I upped the temperature to my flat iron, and I think that made a huge difference. I didn't go all the way, so you know, just because it's human hair, I think it goes up to like 450, but I didn't go all the way. I think it went to like 300. So I'm still learning, but she looks a lot more flat and sleek than the first time I had her. So I'm still perfecting that art. Just do this real quick. Okay, so yeah, so she does flat iron beautifully. Normally I have a little beachy wave to her, and it, you know, I really like it that way. But she if you watched my first video, and I'll add a link to that so you don't have to search for it, but if you watched my first video, you know, I talked about how baggy the cap was, because this was a regular size Carrie. So I took her in to my wig people, local wig boutique, and they took some wefts in, and now she fits perfectly. I just have to make sure I don't put her below my occipital bone, and she fits like a glove. She stays on all day. So yeah, so this wig, I can tuck behind the ear, but you cannot, just because of that. Like, you can see that right there. And if you can incorporate some of your hair in, you know, I never wear this off the face. It's just the hair's too short. It stays down, it stays out of my face. I'm a nurse, so this is like perfect work hair, and that's all I wear it for. I never wear it anywhere else except to work and some job interviews, because if I get hired there, I'm going to be working in this hair. So yeah, so this is perfect work hair, perfect length. You want to see what the back looks like? So she is open wefted. If you have bio hair underneath, you could pull this back, like I never do. This wig, because it fits so perfectly now, I have to, yeah, I never pull this back. So I don't know if you could pull it back. I always leave it down, or I tuck it behind my ears. Yeah, but the fibers still feel great. Some people might say like the ends look dry, but this is like a textured, like razored ends, so it's not gonna look all perfectly one length. Here, let me so, can you even see those? Okay, so I hope you guys can see that. I feel like you can see maybe a little wider part of my arm. The ends, they don't look fried. They don't look fried at all. This hair is still beautiful and perfect. I like to, after I put a wig on a lot of times, I like to take my own little hair. It'll be nicer once this hair is grown out and it's not sticking straight out, but you can blend that in and then see with that little widow's peak right there. It just makes it look a little more realistic. I don't have a cap underneath, but I always use the makeup, because this has a number 6 root, so the knots are a little darker. But when I wear like a wig cap underneath, like a beige one, and then I use a little bit of like powder underneath, gives that appearance of scalp. You could probably take some hair out right there too. And there you go. It's kind of like what a lot of people do with their toppers. But look at this. I still have the comb. Because I used extra product on her, she will get a little more tingly this time around, just because of the extra product. And that's something you got to keep in mind of, which I'm learning, because I tend to overdo it with my products, and then my hair is a little more stiff and like gummy feeling. So I'm learning. I think I even had a video where I was like, the more products the better, and I'm realizing that's really, you shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, but she still combs through beautifully. This is the color Salted Caramel. And the color has not faded at all. Color's not faded at all. I can't remember if I said that in the first part, but the color's still there. Every time I wash it, you know, I think the first time there was a little bit of bleed, but every time I wash it, it's perfect. The only thing that comes out is like dirt. So the color has maintained very well. I'm very impressed. I know a lot of times that can happen with certain types of wigs. But yeah, so this is her. This is what she looks like after like October, November, December, January, February, March. So wearing her a good 3 to 4 days a week, like 12 plus, usually about 14, 15 hours a day. And this is how she's held up. And you know, there's not hardly any shedding. So yeah, I definitely recommend her. I definitely recommend getting a Carrie. They're more affordable because the back is wefted, and yeah, because the back's wefted, this is a more affordable piece. And you know, if you guys know me, a lot of times the synthetic pieces that are wefted, they're more bulky, and I hate that. And this one, because it's human hair, is not bulky at all. Like my head's like right there. It doesn't, like, I can feel my, you know, it's easy to get to my scalp from the hair. Like it doesn't feel thick and pillowy at all. So if that's something that you're not a fan of, you don't like how that feels on certain wigs, this, just because it's wefted, it doesn't do that still. So yeah, the density is perfect. It's not overwhelming, didn't thin her a bit. It's got, you know, some texture to it, so it's not all flat, you know, so it's more flattering and stylish. Yeah, so the lace front, the lace front is still perfect. So I had the zigzag cut into it. Some of my wigs have it, some of them don't. But yeah, so this is what she looks like. This is how she looks flat iron, if you want to see the sides. And I showed you the back. But yeah, she's pretty much one length with that texturizing all around. You could cut her and do it angled. I've thought about that, like maybe once the ends, if they get too worn out. Right now she's looking great. Another 6 months I'll do another update. So I plan on wearing her a lot. So yeah, this is her, and I definitely recommend getting a Carrie. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.